Hi, ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing? Matthews here from M&L FOREX Traders. I hope you're doing great. So I'm here with a trade forecast on GBP on 45 minutes time frame. Let me delete everything so that I show you my thought process and why I am deciding to take this particular trade. All right, so let's go. All right, so like always, what you always have to do is determine the overall direction of the market. How do you do that? You have to zoom out of your chart or go to the higher time frame. So if we go to the higher time frame, this is on the daily chart. We can clearly see that this market has been in a downtrend for a long time, right? So finding selling opportunities would be the most ideal thing to do, all right, since we want to trade in the direction of the major trend. So if we go to the 4 hour time frame, we can actually appreciate the same thing right here. You can clearly see a really nice downtrend, right? So we want to continue with that downtrend. We're not trying to pick tops and bottom. However, we're just trying to trade in the direction of the trend. So I spotted something really interesting here. Okay, so we had this imbalance here and then we had that level right there. So immediately that piqued my attention. Okay, so I had to do this. Then from here, what I have to do is go to the lower time frame so that I can actually find my order block. All right, so I go to the 30 minutes time frame. It's not really clear. If I go to my 15 minutes time frame, it's not really clear as well. But we had something. So we had this wick right here. So we had this candle right there. So that I'll consider that my bearish order block because it's the last bullish candle before the bearish move that we had right there. Okay, so let's try to go to the even to the 5 minute time frame. Let's see what's happening right there. Yeah, clearly, yeah, exactly. So this is the same level that we're looking at right now. So now we can go back. Let's go back to the 45 minutes time frame. We've done our multiple time frame analysis and we've actually identified a potential area where we would like the market to actually react from. So from here, I saw something really amazing. So this is a rally based drop supply zone, clean like that. Okay, and then from here, what I have to do is identify my zones of what liquidity. So you can clearly see that we had equal highs at this level. So we have equal highs here. This is an equal high right here, and another equal high right there. Although this one is not really very obvious, but yeah, I'll consider that as my equal high and like that. Okay, so this is what I call my liquidity area. All right, so this is my liquidity area or my liquidity zone right here. And then on top there is my rally based drop supply zone. So I'll go ahead and label that in rally based drop supply zone. All right, so here we go. We have our structure in place, and then right here, this is my higher high. This is my higher high right there, and then we have a QML here, right here. We have a QML. Apart from that, we had a change of character right here. So we had a change of character at that particular level right there, which might signify potential change of the market direction, right? You hear me saying potential because nothing is for Satan. All right, no matter how perfect this setup might look, this can actually turn out to be a loss. Right, it can actually turn out to be a loser. No one knows. So what is important? What is important is to make sure that I'm following my age every time. That is what is important, not whether a trade is going to win or lose. All right, so that's what is important for me. To make sure I just have to follow my age every time. As long as a particular setup meets the criteria for my age, I have nothing really else to do apart from executing the trade, because I know that if I execute this setup several times, as long as I'm following it, I'm following all my rules, I have a good chance of becoming profitable in the long run. However, I don't know what's going to happen on a trade by trade basis. Literally, there's no way for me to know. Okay, there's literally no way for me to know what's going to happen next in any individual trade. That's the reason why I focus on taking a sample of trades, a good number of trades, because when I do that, there's a high chance that I'm actually going to be profitable. So this is what we have right here. So you always have to have an age, and then you must be able to execute that age. Of course, you're supposed to have proven that that age works, and if you've done that, then you have to execute all trades that meet the criteria for that particular trade, because you don't know which one is going to be a winner at the end of the day. If you don't know which trade is going to win, therefore you are actually supposed to take all trades that meet the criteria. You are obligated to take all trades that meet that particular criteria, because there is no way to know in advance which particular trade is going to be a winner. So if you can see right here, we have a really nice setup. So we have our QML low and high and kind of break of structure right here. A lower low was formed, and then we had equal highs here which were taken out, and immediately the price took out the liquidity. You can clearly see that we had a beautiful rejection right there. Okay, we had a beautiful rejection. This is where I actually entered from. I sent the signal, and then we had the bid market dropping to the downside, and now we've seen the market a little bit pushing to the upside. Okay, and yeah, that's what we have right now. So this trade has a risk to reward ratio of 1 to 34. It has about a 1 to 34 let me just adjust everything. The stop loss is about 34 pips, I think. Let me just confirm. The stop loss is about 33 pips here, 33 pips, and I'm targeting about 1161 pips. All right, 1160 pips, that's my target, and I'm risking about 33 pips, and that's how it is, right? So it's a 1 to 34 risk reward ratio trade, and if this trade goes in our direction, that's how much money that's how much in percentage we would make, right? And then of course, if it goes against us, that's how much we are standing to lose in this particular trade. So I always put my stop loss slightly above the higher high. If it takes me out, I'll look for other opportunities to enter. If it doesn't, then of course, that's the role of a stop loss. Remember, it's supposed to help you invalidate a trading setup, and also it's supposed to help you prevent you from losing a lot of money. So you have to let the stop loss play its role. Okay, so that's what we had on this particular. If you ask me, this is a beautiful trade setup. Do I know exactly what's going to happen on this particular trade? I absolutely have no idea of what's going to happen here, because I believe in probability. Probability would take its course. This trade right here can go to the moon and take us out, and this trade right here can actually drop right? It can actually drop, but there is absolutely no way for anyone to know. You can clearly see that when I sent the signal, the market was actually going to the downside now, but we're seeing the market slightly pushing to the upside, and the market can literally just go to the moon. That's the reason why you are supposed to predefine your risks every time. You are supposed to predefine your risk of a particular trade every time before you actually enter, because you have to understand that anything can happen at any particular time. And if you understand that concept, therefore you are going to make sure that you know exactly how much you are willing to lose if this trade goes against you. That's how professionals think. That's how you become consistently profitable, by losing small and winning big, letting those big winners run and cutting those losses short. That's how you become consistently profitable in this market. Otherwise, if you try to do the opposite, you are just going to be part of the 90%, and the circle is going to continuously repeat itself. So this is an absolutely amazing trade, and let's see what it gives us, right? So I've shared this trade in both our private community and our public community. So all the best, guys. I wish you all the very best. All right, so you guys, make sure that you subscribe, like the video, comment in the comment section, and let's go.